as businesses grow, especially in the work that I do, one of the questions I get asked is it a good idea to franchise my business? Is that a good way of growing it? Is that a strategic choice we should make? And the answer is really, it depends. It depends on you, it depends on your business, it depends on where you want to be and how you want to structure it. But franchising can be an interesting option for certain companies. You can franchise just about anything, providing you follow some basic rules and principles. The number one thing is, are you ready to franchise? And what I mean by that is your business systemized and structured such that I can walk in, read the manual, be guided through. Can I run the business without you being there or without people around me? I need to be able to run the business as if you're not around. That's a fundamental principle of franchising. Is it's a systemized, structured approach that independent people can run the business or on your behalf using your logo and your brand. So are you systemized enough is the first one. Second one is, are you ready to change? What I find a lot is that, let's say you're an accountant. I'll pick on accountants, always a soft target. You're an accountant, you want to grow your practice and you want to franchise your business. Well, you'll stop being an accountant and you'll become a franchisor. It's a different business model, a different mindset. If you're in going to sell franchises, the beauty of a franchise is that you don't put money in, you get given money by franchisees to grow your business. So cash flow can be good in the early stages, and then you reduce your profitable take from each individual business because the franchisee has to be profitable and take their cut, and then you will get maybe reduced level of income based on royalty or commission as a franchisee grows. So it can be different from a cash flow perspective. It's a different role, different mindset to think about, going from being, let's say, technician in any sector, engineer, lawyer, accountant, coach, whatever it is. It's a different approach to be a franchisor. You'll lose a technician role and become a franchisor. Now your income will depend on different things as well. As a franchisor, you're no longer selling services and products, you're selling licenses, you're renting out your IP, you're selling a territory or a master license or something like that. So your business will be based upon selling franchises, whatever that looks like. It could be a territory, it could be a license, it could be a master license, whatever it is. You sell the territory or the rights to that territory to use your brand. You then maybe have training fees, you train your franchisees as they come through, and your residual back-end income is based on royalties, is a classic term for it. It might be marketing funds and fees as well. So you tend to get income early up front when they buy the territory from you, and then you get royalties at the back end. But that's your business model. It's a different way of approaching it. You're not selling services, you're supporting franchisees, and you're selling access and rights to territories. So those are things just to consider and think about if you are thinking about franchise. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, obviously. If you want to have a chat about it, you can give me a call, drop me a note. I'm not an expert in franchising. I have been a franchisee, I've worked as a franchisor, and we're moving to that space ourselves as well. I can give you some pointers and some tips, some ideas, a couple of contacts for you if you're thinking about these things. If you're in the UK, for example, check out the British Franchise Association. Lots of information there and guidance and support about creating and becoming a franchisor. Recommend those guys. That's the British Franchise Association. My clients, my friends, colleagues at D&T, Dennis and Turnbull, accountants, with Dave Galvin, Carl Reeder and Ben Herbert down there in Swindon. Specialists in the franchising world, if you want to talk to them about the structure and the format and how to build a franchise business and be supported with your franchise business, speak to Dave Galvin, D&T, down in sunny Swindon. And if you want to speak to a lawyer about contracts and agreements and the legal framework for it, then I recommend Vicky Mittman. A lot of people know she's very well known in the franchise sector for all the right reasons. So that would be British Franchise Association, D&T Chartered Accountants, Dave Galvin down in Swindon, and Vicky Mittman, franchise lawyer. All great people. I highly recommend them. If you want to do some work around franchising, you can speak to me. I'll give some guidance, tips and ideas, or speak to those guys and they'll help you out as well. So should you franchise? Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Do your research first, plan it carefully, and speak to people who know what they're doing. See you soon. Hope that's helpful. Bye for now.